Oh, and so now I'm getting kind of worried because a lot of my people on the left got shot, and this Tetrarch is coming up. So I select my AT gun to get ready to own him, but one of those submachine gun guys I had hidden long ago decided to throw an AT grenade. That's always fun. So at this point I'm still trying to take the middle. I don't want to go up through the right-hand side of the middle, or middle right-hand side, kind of. I don't want to go more to the right than I am. I want to stay mostly on this beach where you've seen me fighting for quite a while, because my ally, my two allies are mostly taking care of the right-hand side, the middle side of the middle. So I want to just keep constant pressure on the left while making sure I hold my point on the far left. So as long as I can hold my point, I'm kind of doing my part, but that's really not enough. You also gotta contribute to the war effort and help your allies. So right now I think I'm about to buy those SMG infantry. I'm contemplating it, is what I'm doing, because at this point it's kind of looking sort of hopeless for me. Not hopeless, but I'm just getting frustrated, because that's a pretty open place I gotta advance through. And there's this 17-pounder that I'm having trouble killing, and I pretty much just get shot every time I try it, even with smoke grenades. So I'm still gonna try it. There's not much else I can do, but it's just slow going. Those guys just tossed a grenade, so I have to tell them to run the heck away, even though they won't be hurt by it. I wasn't really thinking. But basically this game up till now has been kind of a struggle to advance on that 17-pounder position. This guy's running up to try and shoot my thing, so I tell the crew to get out, and then they can shoot him. But the only thing that saved me there was his grenade hit a rock and exploded and killed him. That's always lucky. Yeah, so basically this has been a struggle just to advance on that 17-pounder, take it out. Once the 17-pounder's out, then I can send in either more infantry or some vehicles. You see right now, those guys, those are just sprinting to their death on the left. I wanted to get an angle on that 17-pounder, and I was just hoping he didn't have people there. But he did have people there, so there's just so many people, and now I'm crawling forward to throw grenades, and I get one off, and the 17-pounder is once again decrewed, but the thing won't die. You can decrew the 17-pounder, keep killing the crew, but what I'm looking to do is destroy the gun so that it cannot be used. Stealing it would be better, but I know there's no way I'm getting it off that little island. I would have to drive a truck up and attach the truck to the 17-pounder, or attach the 17-pounder to the truck and then drive off. People do that quite often, in fact. I've had 2 or 3 AT guns stolen, at least. Someone drives up in their little light vehicle, goes yoink, and drives off with my AT gun before I can do anything. But I don't think that's happening for me, because that's just too close to his lines for me to do. So now I'm shelling it with the second AT gun I bought, and that manages to take it out. Now that the 17-pounder is dead, which probably should have done long ago instead of rushing it with a bunch of infantry, although there's nothing wrong with rushing with infantry. It's a tactic I greatly enjoy compared to buying a bunch of tanks. Now that that is dead, I decide to move up in full force and see if I can just deal with all his little submachine gun infantry who are hiding in bushes. You see, I had submachine gun infantry of my own stashed kind of in the middle, so I'm sending them in to try and clear them out. One of the best ways to deal with infantry in this game is a mortar. The mortar is incredibly powerful, ridiculously powerful. If you know anything about World War II, the most damaging, the most kills that the Germans got, the infantry weapon that killed the most Allied soldiers was the German handheld mortar. Well, not handheld, I guess. It was the Crew-Serve mortar. That killed more Allied soldiers than any other weapon, even the MG-42, I think. So mortars are pretty much that good in men of war, too. So I bought a mortar, sent it over to the right. And I'm building another AT gun, too, because what happened to my... Oh, I repositioned my other AT gun. So now I have 2 AT guns, and they're both trying to deal with... What is that? Is that a Sherman? I can't remember. What's it? Oh, it's a Tetrarch. This guy's big on light vehicles, which is pretty cost-effective. I mean, a light vehicle will mow down infantry just as easily as a big old fat heavy tank, but the downside to using all those light vehicles is, of course, that their armor is much lighter, so then you get something like this that happens. My AT gun's set up and simply shoot it and knock out the stuff, and now the crew run out. But I was prepared for this more or less. I had sent some machine gunners over. There's a machine gunner to that rock on the right, and then those 2 rocks kind of on the right both have machine gunners behind them. The uppermost one died already, but this guy that I'm controlling right now, he's still alive. When you buy machine gunners as the United States or as the UK, you get 2 of them. You get 2 guys with bars if you're not United States, or 2 guys with Brens if you're UK. Whereas if you're Russians or Germans, you only get 1 guy with an MG-42 or with DP-27. So I really like buying machine gunners as the United States, because even though the bar, it's only got 30 shots or whatever, it's still a really nice gun. And so you see I sent this rifleman over to scavenge my dead machine gunner, and now he's got a machine gun. This might be hard to see, and I'm going to deselect him, so now you can't see it. But if you look in the bottom left, to the right of the rifleman's portrait, click on, there we go. Do you see the rifle icon? Like it's showing the weapons that they have. Dang it! Why am I? Well, I want to go back in time and tell me to select. Okay, there's the pistol. You see the pistol? It's got those 2 yellow dots next to it. Or you see the or the bar, how it's got that 1 yellow dot? That's their skill with the gun. Every infantry weapon and every infantry dude in the game has different skills with different kinds of guns. There's rifles, submachine guns, pistols, machine guns. Maybe that's it? I don't know, but you can have between 1 and 3, or maybe 0, between 0 and 3 skill with the gun. So like my submachine gun infantry, they basically have 3 little dots with the submachine guns. And like my machine gunners, they have 3 dots with their bars. And my riflemen usually have 3 dots with their rifles. And with sniper rifles, if you pick them up with riflemen, they'll be very good with them. So tank crew pretty much have 1 with everything. They are 1 with everything. At this point the game started lagging, but that's okay because I'm talking about stuff. So you, what? Why'd it go black? Oh, that was just my, Anyways, oh yeah, so everyone's got different skill with weapons, so I think that pretty much that makes them more accurate. It might increase their reload times too or something. I'm not really sure, but, that's something to keep in mind. Everyone is not just as good with every weapon. If possible, you want to keep them with their original holders. Actually, I guess tank crew have 2 skill with pistols, which isn't very helpful because pistols suck. So I'm not buying Rangers. Rangers are heavier infantry. They have M1 carbines, they have bars, they're pretty much awesome. The only better infantry you can get as United States is assault infantry, who actually wear armor, but Rangers are really, really good. They put a withering amount of fire on the enemy really fast, and they're just good at what they do. They take I think they take more damage to die, but they're just really good. They have lots and lots of grenades. They can handle pretty much every situation. They're not quite as good as their German equivalents because the Germans get Panzerfausts on their stormtroopers, which are ranged AT weapons, and the Rangers have to rely on their AT grenades. But Rangers are still fantastic. So now I'm thinking we actually have the middle. My allies managed to take the middle, so now I'm thinking I just want to put heavy pressure on this spit of land where the 17-pounder was, and I really want to secure this land, because once I secure this land, we'll have a really good foothold on the middle on my side of the map, and certainly I have a good hold on my left. They're not having a lot of progress attacking me on the left, so I'm moving my Rangers out. Here I buy 2. I notice this machine gun just lying there decrewed, so I buy 2 tank crew and send them up. Obviously my ally set that up at one point, and was planning on doing something with it. But I've had a mortar for quite a while, and I think right here we're going to see my mortar paying off. Yeah, like you see that shell that just landed right there, that's from my mortar, and it's been shelling the middle the entire time, and I think I'm going to take a little bit of credit and say that part of the reason we took the middle is because I had a mortar, because mortars are so good. And I don't know if you can notice, but the enemy has a mortar too. It's kind of, it's where that red arrow is pointing to in the top of the screen. You can't really see it. I'll point it out if we get another chance. But now my mission, I decide, is to take out that mortar. It's surrounded by a circular pit of sandbags, which he set up. Mortars can set up these little circular pits to keep them safe. But I know that mortar is going to be murder for us, even if we have a hold on the middle already. So, oh, here's a Crusader. So, okay, very quickly my mission changes to a dual role. Take out the mortar, and more importantly, take out the tank, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get the mortar till that tank is gone. So, I think I'm going to get a break. He's like driving straight at me, so I'm like, alright, everyone, get out your AT grenades and chuck them. But then he stops, and so my Rangers have to crawl forward, and they don't quite make it. So now I decide, you know what, let's pop some smoke, then see if I can crawl forward and just get him. But he figures out what's going on, and so he backs up a bit. It's important to keep your tanks as far as possible from infantry. There's no benefit to getting close to infantry with the tank, and it's just danger, because infantry can carry scary things. They can have bazookas, they can have Panzerschrecks, they can have Panzerfausts, they have AT grenades, they have dynamite. God knows what those people are carrying. You don't even want to find out, because your tank has no reason to get close to infantry. You don't want to get close to bushes where there might be infantry hiding. You don't want to get close to walls where there's infantry hiding behind. You don't want to get close to buildings where there's infantry inside, unless you want to blow the building up and drive through it. Pretty much, I mean, you can squish enemy infantry, so I guess that's one reason to get close. But, in general, do not get close.